So you're already heading two ventures. What, according to you, should be the qualities of a good leader?
So one is that don't consider yourself a leader.
Hmm.
Consider yourself a teammate. Learn from your team. Be open to learn from your team.
Hmm.
Be a good listener. There are a lot of success stories where a leader, where a industry professional learn from beginners, learn from students, learn from interns. Even I learn from my interns. Today I have a team of 30 to 35 interns who are working with me, and believe me, I daily learn something from them. So it is not that I am a leader, so I know everything and you have to learn from me. No, we are in Women Indian Chamber of Commerce and Industry. We are launching a reverse mentoring program with our volunteers. That
Mm-hmm.
how they are surviving in this pandemic, because it was a beautiful experience for these students who wanted to start their journey, enjoy their college life, and they are all zapped in home.
Hmm.
So you have to be a learner, no egos. You have to be a listener. Nothing on empath. You have to be very empathetic. If somebody is, since you are a leader, you are experienced professional, you are an industry professional. So you have to behave empathetically. You have to behave wisely. You cannot, just say that okay, I'm like this. No, if you are working as a team, you always have to work as one team. That is, I think, if we are able to master these skills, then there is always a scope of betterment. Even the leaders who are proven in the industry, they
Mm-hmm.
also daily learn. They also learn and unlearn, skill and unskill themselves.
A very warm welcome to one and all to another exciting episode of Success Tales. Success Tales takes pride in bringing inspirational stories of amazing women who chose to shatter the ceilings and take lead in creating and leading businesses. Today, I'm extremely delighted to bring to you a lovely lady who's the founder of Young Minds and Women with Wings. Shefali Sangal was brought up in Haridwar, Uttarakhand. She completed her education from Haridwar. She brings with her 21 years of industry experience. Young Minds deals with HR services, and Women with Wings is a platform which talks about women empowerment, women collaboration, and helping women live their dreams. Shefali is also the state president UPHR Council with Women Indian Chamber of Commerce and Industry. She runs her charitable trust, Bhavishya, which takes initiatives for women and children, and she is also a certified POSH consultant. Also, Shefali is the president of Young Entrepreneur Network, vertical head of awards of HR Success Talk, and a mentor to Indian Institute of Information Technology, Kottayam. She has received several awards from various platforms. She is on a mission to empower 5,000 women financially by the end of 2021. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Ms. Shefali Sangal, founder of Young Minds and Women with Wings. Hi, Shefali. Welcome to Success Tales.
Thank you so much, Sugandha, and my pleasure and honor to be at your platform and speak here. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. So, Shefali, you are heading two major ventures. Would you like to tell us something about Young Minds and what was the motivation behind initiating this venture?
Absolutely. So, thank you, Success Sales, for having me here. I am glad and honored to share my journey here. And whenever I speak, my first thing is that if my journey, if our conversation is able to help at least one life also, our time here is successful. So, I hope and ensure that even one life we are able to touch today. So, thank you so much, Sugandha, for having me here. Talking about my venture, Young Minds was a company which was launched by me in 2008, and that was with a mere objective because that was the time when I was a new mom, and I did not want to be in the corporate world because they say, and my background was into sales and marketing, that if I keep continuing my profession in sales and marketing, I would have to travel somewhere, maybe for client meetings and all, and somewhere it was in my mind that if I am out of the house, for 10 hours, 12 hours, 14 hours a day, how will I be able to give attention to my child? That was the only intention. And with that objective, I launched Young Minds company, which is into, that time it was only into recruitments. And somehow I felt that the way I am dealing with myself, there are many other moms who are dealing with this thing. So we initially started from home, and we had a team of 5 to 6 freelancers who were associated with us. And they were the same women who could not step out of the house because of their joint family issues or because they had small kids. And for 5, 6 years, we run the organization like this, and it was run so beautifully. I'm so happy and glad to say that in our first year of venture, with no references with us, we had Maruti, Eicher Tractors, Graziano, Uniparts, companies like this in our kitty, and we all were working from home. And whatever we wanted, we were successfully, happy doing with Young Minds. And that's how we were on a journey. Then gradually it started. We moved on. We expanded. We took up an office outside, and then things turned around in this pandemic. But till then, till March 2020, we were into recruitments and happily doing with all the major verticals and all across the country. So I'm so happy that Young Minds was an initiative with a beautiful objective, that I have to be with my son all the time whenever he needs me.
Wow, that's so commendable, Shefali, and I'm sure this would be such an inspiration to even the young women entrepreneurs and the women who are aspiring to become entrepreneur as well. Yeah, well, Shefali, so Women with Wings, it was a company formed in 2020. You had a clear objective of enabling women to form a strong, influential circle to foster a society that believes in every woman counts. So I would request you to tell us something more about this initiative of yours.
Wow, that's a beautiful question. So this is my passion, which I identified in 2020. What happened in this, when this pandemic started, we all were sitting at home. And when the economy is on at all, so consultants who are into recruitments are the first one to get affected. And so were we. So what happened on the day one, I was sitting and wondering, how do I spend my time? Because I was never in a habit of sitting idly. Even Sundays, I'm occupied. And how about on a weekday, I'm sitting idly? So March 21st, 2020 only, I decided to do my first webinar. And 23rd of March, I did my first webinar. I was a host, and we did a webinar on how to work effectively from home. And I got interest, and when I got some participants, so I had that courage of, now let me do the second, then the third one. Until 15th of August, I did 100 webinars.
Wow.
And to tell you about myself, I am a very damn introvert person. Even saying hi, hello to somebody was a challenge for me. And they are talking to international speakers, hosting webinars, moderating the sessions. When I opened up and I found so many things coming up in for me, then I got this opportunity for joining Women Indian Chamber of Commerce and Industry, then Young Entrepreneur Network, and gradually things started moving and coming in for me. And when I was talking to community, to people, I saw that the space in which I was, there are so many women who are stuck, who are looking for a platform. Maybe they are not great speakers. They don't know how to speak, how to face the camera. That was objective. And, in this pandemic, everybody talking about men and children. Very hardly people were talking about women.
Yes.
And women were the ones who were, badly affected, good ways also and bad ways also. But community was hardly talking about women. So I thought, why not build a community and bring up the inspiring stories of women that, in spite of the challenges, in spite of breaking down, everything happens with the lady also. But she still keeps on moving, and with a broad smile, she goes at all the platforms. She's always there for the husband, for the family, for relatives, for office, everything. And she's happily doing. And that was the ultimate objective behind Women with Wings, because we don't see that any woman is special, only that woman has to come at our platform. We strongly believe in every woman counts, and every woman who wants anything for herself gets it from our platform. That's
Brilliant, Shefali, brilliant. So, you said you bring along 21 years of industry experience, that whopping good amount of work that you have done in the industry. So what exactly motivated you to opt entrepreneurship altogether?
So we always, used to read in books, and there were a lot of motivational sessions we used to attend. Power of your subconscious mind. Since my childhood, in my subconscious mind, there was something that I have my office cabin, I have a huge system with me, a lot of telephone lines with me, and people working. That was in my subconscious mind. And I never knew because I being into sales and marketing, I was into earlier in my initial career, I was into job. I was working with an office automation company, and then gradually this entrepreneurship happened. So it just happened. I was working after my marriage, as I said, that I felt that somehow sales and marketing was not my cup of tea. So I joined a company that time. My husband was in Pune, and I joined this company, Adico, which is into staffing company, and I joined there as sales manager. Somehow, what happened is the team, the owner of that West branch was opening his own company, and he hired me there as national director. And the kind of exposure I got in that company, client acquisition, recruitment, customer service, client servicing, a lot of things, that was multitasking, handling team of recruiters, a lot of things I learned. And somehow I realized that in my subconscious mind, I had, sitting in the office, talking to people over phone, commanding people, and not just following things, just be on my own. That were few of the things. And when I was sitting, and then gradually after, I think 2 years after joining that company, I shifted to Noida. So I was sitting one day and it triggered to me, why don't you do something on your own? And believe me, the industry, the location in which I started, I was a beginner. I was never there in NCR market. That time I was in Noida, and NCR market was new for me. And starting from the scratch, starting my own company, building, no idea what to do. But I am very happy that I enjoyed every moment of that. My family supported me like anything. If I had to travel, I had family support, somebody to take care of my kid because he was small. That time I had to travel 50 kilometers for client meetings and all. Yes, the challenges I used to face, people used to ask me, oh, you're a woman, you have your own company, your husband must be supporting you, your brother must be supporting you. I said, no, I'm on my own, I'm independent, this is a proprietor company run by me. And I used to enjoy, there are two options always with us. One is that go into stress factor, oh my God, why people are asking me these
Yes.
questions?
Yes.
And the other one is, no, I have to keep moving because I have to do something else. And that is what exactly happened with me. And I was very, very happy, answering these questions. No, I'm an entrepreneur, I am on my own. So that's how things started
Hmm.
moving. I got support of good people.
Hmm.
People joined with me, and initially I did not have very high aspirations. My objective was very clear that I have to do something. I have to be on my own. At least I'm able to run my expenses and able to
Hmm.
earn my pocket money, and at the same time I'm able to give time to my family and my child. So
Hmm.
these were only small words, small life, and small aspirations. So
Right.
that's how I was very happy in that.
Right. Right. Wow, that's so inspiring, Shafali. That's so inspiring. So, coming on to the questions that we were that you just said, um, what kind of judgments did you face before choosing to be an entrepreneur, and how did you face them, and how did you deal with them? Because I'm sure in a patriarchal society, wherein when a woman takes charge of her decisions, I am sure that people around us are not that comfortable with that. So, how did you face those judgments, those opinions? We would like you to share your experiences with us.
Oh, Sugandha, so I'm excited to answer this question because thankfully it did not happen with me. When we hear a lot of stories, yes,
Mhm.
there are when a woman is on her journey to decide her career,
Mhm.
so there are a lot of questions and responsibilities she has to answer. Thankfully, in my case, before my marriage, my parents were fully in support when I wanted to do a job. When I was in job, that time I was in Meerut and I was staying in a hostel. And my first job was in Delhi.
Okay.
Now, being from a small town from Haridwar, my parents slightly had a reluctancy in shifting me to Delhi. How will you do? How will you manage things? Kaise karogi? So I said, okay, I have to take care of my parents and I have to take care of myself also. इतना पढ़ाई कर लिया है, so I can't sit at home. I'm not a
Hmm.
marriage material कि बैठ के home housewife बनना है. That's not my cup of tea. So I used to take up a chartered bus from Meerut 6:30 in the morning and reach Nehru Place at 8:45. I was the first one to reach my office. And my office used to get over, I think, by 5:30 in the evening. And I again
Mhm.
used to take a chartered bus and go back to Meerut. And I used to reach by 8:30. I was just going there to sleep, but my parents were at peace that, okay, she's in Meerut. it's okay कि पूरा दिन दिल्ली में spend कर रही है, but she's not staying there. So that's how it was okay with them, and I enjoyed that journey, making new friends, making a lot of corporate men and women were traveling, talking to them, sharing their experiences. That was one. Now, after my marriage and when I started this entrepreneurship, so I told my husband that I don't want to get into job now. I want to do something on my own, and he is very free from all these things. He was happy with my decision. He said, "Whatever you want to do, you do. It's just that you have to be on your own. दिन भर मेरे साथ crib मत करना." That's the only thing which he told me. And you have to be on your own. You set your own challenges. And he is the one person, I'll appreciate him here. He's the one person like we say ना कि एक चाहिए होता है actual में आपको आईना दिखाने वाला. So he never used to appreciate me. He always used to criticize me. And at that time, I used to feel very bad. But afterwards, 3-4 days, 5 days have passed, and then I used to see, हाँ यार बोला तो सही था. So that's how we had this relationship. And but he was always with me, and I was very which school to choose for my kid. Since beginning, yes, I wanted to spend time with him, but at the same time, I wanted a daycare for him. So I took my decision, and I chose a daycare for him. And thankfully, that ma'am, she was very good, very generous lady in taking good care of Krish, my son. So that was, I did not face much challenges, and I was good.
That's so nice. So, because, usually we women after marriage and after having kids, we have to balance both work and home. And that is a big struggle in itself, right? And usually it goes unnoticed and unacknowledged many a times. But yes, how beautifully you did that. And hats off to you, Shefali. So, as you said, your husband, besides husband, who has been your greatest supporter in your journey, or rather, I should say, the pillars of your pillars of strength?
So, of course, there are many people, the corporate professionals, the mentors who helped me, who handholded me in running my business. But when we talk about the ground level, it is my mother who always stood with me. Whenever I stood up to herself and saying that, "Mom, I'm doing this," she said, "Okay, do this. कुछ नहीं पूछना, कुछ नहीं." She used to appreciate जब मैं आकर करती थी. And few days back, I was doing an exercise. There is a meditation exercise of Deepak Chopra. I was doing that, and in that there was a question that go back to your mom and ask her what is that she wants. And I asked her. She said, I want कि मुझे मेरे बच्चों के नाम से पहचाना जाए. And this happened, I think, 6 months back only. I'm so happy that in last 6 months, I at these social media channels and platforms, I have been interviewed for women empowerment for at least 7 to 8 times. And now when I ask her, and when she sees my interviews, what happens is the bonding between mother and child is very different.
Yes.
And when she sees me talking so professionally, and she says, "Arey, tu to itna acha bol leti hai." So that gives me a feeling of satisfaction. So yes, my mom has been there with me. I like to acknowledge my sister also. She gives me goals. She's a homemaker, and she calls me up every morning at 6 o'clock, and she says, "इस month क्या होने वाला है? इस month कितना करने वाली हो?" And that's the beauty. And she says, "ठीक है, आज discussion हो गया. Now we'll talk at the end of the month." That's the beauty. I think I can't expect more. And these two women are the real motivators for me.
Wow. Yes, moms are the most beautiful creation of God, and definitely they are God personified, basically. So, Shefali, like the Women with Wings, it was founded in 2020. And as you said, during the pandemic, that too, right? Where many businesses and many ventures went into loss, and they were nowhere. So what challenges did you face during the initial days of your Women with Wings? And what are any major hiccups that you faced or are still facing, during this journey of yours?
So the beauty is that if you don't face challenges, you don't find opportunities.
Right.
So a woman with wings, I would say that it is a beautiful journey, because what we feel is that, as I said, that every woman counts as our motto, and we are trying to bring that strong circle of influence for every woman,
Mm.
and that a strong message of women being collaborators and not competitors.
Yes.
So I'm happy to say one strong opposition which we face. How can a woman love other women? So that's okay. That's natural. So it's okay. So we keep getting these kind of messages. When we openly say "I love you," it's kind of gesture that if somebody has done something, it's a kind of gesture to applaud someone. And it's our open society, and everybody's feel to express themselves. And sometimes people see, and they come to us and talk also. How can a woman love another woman? I said, join the community and you will come to know.
Yes.
So that is, I think, one challenge that the mindset still has to develop. That yes, a woman can love another woman also. It is not only the opposite relations, or it is not only the husband-wife have to love each other. It is
Yes.
a woman can also love. There are a lot of relations which are unexplored, and if you explore these relations, this world will definitely become a beautiful place. Secondly, when we are talking about challenges, there is a good set of opportunities. When we uplift one woman,
Yes.
the kind of excitement, the kind of acceptance we see in her eyes, the kind of acknowledgement, and when she comes back and tells you, "Hey, I'm there for you," तुम मुझे छत से कूदने के लिए भी बोलोगे तो मैं कूद जाऊंगी. Why? Because she is in self-love. We are trying to spread that message of self-love. Just love yourself. It is okay to love your family. It is okay to do your responsibilities and do whatever you want. But at the same time, you have to take care of yourself. You have to be in self-love. Then only you will enjoy. If hardships also come, you will be able to enjoy. And when some of the women who have explored this journey of self-love, and they come back to us and say, "आज तो तू बोलेगी तो मैं छत से भी कूद जाऊंगी," it gives a deep sense of satisfaction that yes, woman with wings has been able to do something, has been able to do something significant. So whatever challenges come, we just convert them into opportunities, and we are very excited that okay, something has come, we have to overcome this barrier, and we have to move forward, because there is no stopping for women with wings.
Right. So beautifully, explained by you that women upliftment, how important is women upliftment, and the concept of self-love, which is very important these days. And because people fail to realize their own potential, they always keep others before themselves. And here this part becomes very essential for women to actually love themselves as well, take care of themselves, take care of their needs, their aspirations. So I'm so happy to see that Women with Wings is doing such a commendable work. Congratulations, Shefali, to you and your team for that. Yes. So Shefali, you are a mentor to startups as well. What things should a person who wishes to start his own venture should be equipped with?
Passion.
Passion.
If passion is there, एक तो जज्बा है अगर करने का कि मुझे कुछ करना है. I don't want to be someone doing job, but I am someone who has to be a job creator and uplift people. That is the only thing required, and then things will automatically fall in place.
Wow. So beautifully explained, Shefali. So, you're trying to build a collaborative community of women who are experts in different domains, who are engaged and working together to be a powerful source of change. What are your thoughts on teamwork and a good team?
Our message is one team, inspire to aspire. These are the every woman counts. These are some of the hashtags that our Women Indian Chamber of Commerce and Women with Wings is using. Young Minds, for that matter, has that hashtag of Har Ghar Mein Chulha Jale. So with these hashtags, with these lines, we daily motivate ourselves. And it is a beautiful journey when we uplift people, when we are on a mission, and even we require motivation at times. So what I do is, and I strongly try to promote this message of circle of influence. When you have that circle of influence with you, that circle of influence has to be somebody who is not from your family and somebody, a non-judgmental person, maybe your colleagues, your friends, your mentors, anybody. And when they are listeners to you, they are listening to you without being judgmental. And you are free to open up and talk to them about anything and everything. There is no stopping. You always keep moving because at times we also shatter, we also crash. There are lots of ups and downs, but life is all about moving. It is okay to fall, it is okay to crash down. But if you have that circle of influence who listen to you, you always have that space of finding yourself, standing up for yourself again, regaining your energies, and moving forward. So that is one message, because I feel that maybe you are an entrepreneur, maybe you are a budding entrepreneur, you are wanting to own your startups. What I have been doing, because I've been talking to a lot of institutes these days, and one question comes to me. That's a very common question, that fail हो गए तो क्या होगा? I said अंबानी ने भी यही सोचा होगा, फेल हो गए तो क्या होगा? जब रिलायंस की 501 रुपए की स्कीम आई थी तो भी उन्होंने सोचा होगा नहीं सक्सेसफुल हुई तो क्या होगा? पर अगर उन्होंने अपने डर से बाहर निकल के वो लॉन्च कर दी स्कीम तो क्या हो गया? वी नीड टू थिंक अबाउट दैट कि अगर एक बार डर छोड़ दिया तो क्या होगा, कितनी अपॉर्चुनिटीज हैं हमारे पास.
Yes.
So that is all about that we need to imbibe in ourselves. And yes, that circle of influence definitely helps you and makes you strong every day.
Right. So you're already heading two ventures. What, according to you, should be the qualities of a good leader?
Wow. So one is that don't consider yourself a leader. Consider yourself a teammate. Learn from your team. Be open to learn from your team. Be a good listener. There are a lot of success stories where a leader, where a industry professional learned from beginners, learn from students, learn from interns. Even I learn from my interns. Today, I have a team of 30 to 35 interns who are working with me. And believe me, I daily learn something from them. So it is not that I am a leader, so I know everything and you have to learn from me. No, we are in Women Indian Chamber of Commerce and Industry. We are launching a reverse mentoring program with our volunteers. That how they are surviving in this pandemic, because it was a beautiful experience for these students who wanted to start their journey, enjoy their college life, and they are all zapped in home. So you have to be a learner, no egos. You have to be a listener. Nothing on empathy. You have to be very empathetic. If somebody is, since you are a leader, you are experienced professional, you are an industry professional. So you have to behave empathetically. You have to behave wisely. You cannot, just say that, okay, I'm like this. No. If you are working as a team, you always have to work as one team. That is, I think, if we are able to master these skills, then there is always a scope of betterment. Even the leaders who are proven in the industry, they also daily learn. They also learn and unlearn, skill and unskill themselves.
Right. That's a wonderful answer, Shefali. So what are the pros and cons of being a CEO of a company?
So in this pandemic, what happened is, when, as I had mentioned that Young Minds was a company, that time it was only into recruitments. My people looked upon me that, okay, she has to take care of everything. And at the same time, I have to be the people's person. So managing the balance, managing the peoples from where they are coming through, what challenges they are going through. We are having no business, but at the same time, the show has to run, the things has to move on, team has to be taken care of. They should not feel demotivated. So as a CEO, I need to take care of them. If I am able to take care of them, I am automatically, people or things will automatically come in place for myself.
Right.
So one is that you have to be a people's person. You don't have the choice to be self-centric. Irrespective, like when I'm talking to you, my team is continuously calling me because they have so many engagements.
Yes.
So at the same time, I have to manage things. Irrespective that in this pandemic, I worked from 8 hours, I automatically shifted to 14 hours. I can't crib. And at the same time, I can't expect my team to work for 14 hours a day. Ultimately, I have to, give them an option of maintaining that healthy work-life balance. They have to be mentally okay. So if I am going through something, it is okay. I can discuss, I can share, I can talk to them, but I cannot be that typical CEO. I have to be, at times, I have to be a friend with them. So that is, I think, that is the major challenge. Otherwise, rest of the things automatically fall in place.
Right, right, Shefali. So, where do you see your venture, Women with Wings, in next 5 years? What are your future plans, Shefali?
Wow. So future plans are doing a lot for women community. I'm still on a hunt. If your platform, we get across a lot of girls or women who are wanting to overcome their barriers and fears, we and young women with wings and our community women would be more than happy. So what we are doing is, there was a movie of Salman Khan building up that chain. एक की मदद करो और उसको बोलो कि वो तीन की मदद करेगा. So that is what we are trying to build up. That only Shefali will not do anything, only Women with Wings will not do anything. But whosoever is joining our community, they are empowered so much that they in return help other three women. So that is the concept we are trying to build, motivated from that movie. And secondly, as I said, that my mission is to empower 5,000 women financially. So it is okay that you don't need finances. You are good in your finances. You have a good, strong family support. It is okay. But there is a strong feeling of happiness and accomplishment when you do something on your own.
Correct.
It is not for savings or anything, but at least you do something. You fulfill your passion, or you do something which is in the interest of community. And that's what Women with Wings has done for so far with a lot of women in their community. And believe me, they have started with small. They're earning small, but they're so happy. It's not about money, but it is about what acknowledgement they are receiving, what respect they are getting among their family and friends, and they're so happy. So we are trying to build that message that any woman who wants to do it, who doesn't knows how to be a speaker, Women with Wings has given 30 speakers and moderators in last 7 to 8 months. And now those women are going places in the corporate world and giving guest lectures, talks, and so many things. So that's it. That's all it's about.
Right, right. So wonderful, Shefali. What is your take on gender equality at workplace, and why do you think it is important to address this issue?
I think it starts from women. A lot has been talked about gender diversity and equality. Normally, what I see is we need someone to take a stand for us. We need someone to give us a push. And that's one of the reasons that Women with Wings exist, because we still look for some acknowledgement in somebody's eyes. ठीक है, तुम ठीक चल रही हो, बढ़ती रहो आगे, and sky is the limit. And sometimes we don't get that acknowledgement from our seniors in corporate or from our family. So there has to be somebody from external who is non-judgmental, और वो सिर्फ एक acknowledgement देती है आपको. That is one other thing which we do. So it has to start from us. If we believe in ourselves, मैं कर सकती हूँ. Even I had some challenges when I started Women with Wings, and there are a lot of challenges with which each one of us face. A lot of challenges with men also face. But cribbing is not the solution, or blaming other people is not the solution, is what I feel. You have to believe in yourself. I can do. और challenges तो आएंगे ही, वो barriers को आप opportunities में convert करो. How did Indira Nooyi reach that level? How did Indira Gandhi reach that level? Something must have happened. They must have taken some steps for themselves. क्या ऐसा तो नहीं कि उनके लिए challenges नहीं आए, उनके लिए plate में सब कुछ आया था. Right. That is what I feel personally, that women have to stand for themselves, and if they take strong steps, if they overcome their fears, why can't they reach the higher ladder?
Right. Right, absolutely true, Shefali. So, I must commend you for the awesome work that you and your team is doing towards uplifting women in the society. You have been facilitated by, by a number of platforms on a number of occasions for your exemplary contributions, Shefali. Please tell our viewers, what is your success mantra?
My success mantra is self-love. If you are in self-love, so I'll tell one thing which I recently mentioned somewhere also. During the day, I check my WhatsApp DP myself and say, "Hey, beautiful, how good you look." So why we see that, why we wait ki Sugandha will come and tell me your DP is beautiful and I feel happy. Why can't I acknowledge myself? I'm
Yes.
looking so beautiful. And when I am in self-love, things fall for me. uh, I'm able to manage my family, my work-life balance. If I have to stretch working hours, I'm able to
Hmm.
do that. Everything is in place. I don't see any reason for things I'm not able to do this, because I have a lot of commitments, I have a lot of deadlines to meet.
Hmm.
But if I'm enjoying that work, so I'm able to do, maybe the team supports me because that aura
Hmm.
of that meeting is such that we get that those vibes, and we are
Hmm.
able to work, we are able to concentrate in less time, we are able to do this much of work. So I
Hmm.
feel self-love and enjoying that work are two things which are more important, and that is my mantra, that please be in self-love, and universe is there to take care of you.
Yes, yes, Shafali. One more thing. This is out of the box question, but since I'm listening to you and how beautifully you've explained about your journey, and I really, I myself have got a lot of motivation from you from this interview. You know the way. Yes, absolutely, Shafali. But I want to ask you, like, women sometimes ignore their physical and mental health, right? And I think mental health is the main thing that I'm talking about here, that we undergo so much pressure of family life, of work life, professional life. So how important is mental health for women? And as a mentor, and as a woman entrepreneur yourself, I would ask you to please share your tips for women out there who are dealing with stress, a lot of mental stress, and how should they take care of themselves?
Oh, I just love this question, Sugandha. So there are a lot of practices which
Mm-hmm.
we all have been following. Meditation, de-stressing yourself. I don't want to go into all that.
Mm-hmm.
What is working for me is circle of influence.
Hmm.
And I humbly
Yes.
request everybody that if you have that circle of influence, if you are going crazy, that circle of influence tells you, please stop, please relax, chill,
Yes.
take a break. It is okay if you're collapsing. It's fine. You're going crazy. This
Hmm.
is what happens with me also, and this is what, if I am a circle of influence to somebody, I am able to listen to them, I am able to see them as a detached person. And that is why
Right.
I mentioned that this circle of influence has to be someone not from your family, because family is so attached with you that
Hmm.
they don't see, or they are not able to relate what you are going through.
Hmm.
They're happy with your
Correct.
happy moments, they're sad with your sad moments.
Right.
But your circle of influence is a detached person, and he or she is able to listen to you.
Hmm.
And that keeps you moving. If you are going through some mental tension, if you're going through some anxiety, that person will definitely pull you out. And or maybe that person will tell you it is okay, take a break, no problem, mobile switch off kar do, data off kar do,
Hmm. Hmm.
relax for 1 hour and you'll be fine. And believe me, that works.
Yes.
We have been
Yes.
doing this for so many women. I personally experience it, and I've been giving this gyan to so many women, and it is.
Thank you so much, Shafalimban. And before signing off, the very important question that we ask to our entrepreneurs on board, any piece of advice for the budding women entrepreneurs?
Yes. For women entrepreneurs, what I generally feel, and what I learn from other women entrepreneurs when we coach them and mentor them, is that they have that fear factor in themselves. पता नहीं होगा या नहीं होगा, कर पाएंगे या नहीं कर पाएंगे. So if we talk about government, government is always supporting us with giving us flexi policies. One woman can open the company with one person only. Not There is not a lot of paperwork which is required. Funding for women entrepreneurs. So government is doing their bits. Now you have to stand for yourself. You have to identify your passion, and just have a mentor from the industry, and you will be able to grab it and you will be able to do it. So सबसे पहले ये है कि एक हिंदी में कहावत है, डर के आगे जीत है. और वो जो कहावत बनी है वो सिर्फ कहने के लिए नहीं बनी है, they are actual sayings.
Right.
So please follow that. डर हटा दो, सर्कल ऑफ इन्फ्लुएंस अपना बना लो. There is no stopping. There are no roadblocks जो आपको एक entrepreneur बनने से रोक पाएगा. This is what has worked for
Right.
me, and this can work for. This is already working for a lot of women with whom we are associated, and this will definitely work for anybody. ये तो life का success mantra है, which I feel.
Right. Thank you so much, Shafali. Thank you so much. It was pleasure having you with us today. And I'm sure your story will inspire so many budding women entrepreneurs and so many women as such. And thank you for sharing your story with us. And we are glad that we had you today on our platform. And if in any way Success Tales can collaborate with Women with Wings, do let us know. We will be happy to be able to contribute in whatever way we can. Thank you so much for joining us, Shifali. Thank you so much.